Oh, shit. Oh, what?
I am the law.
Thank you. Hey guys and girls, welcome to episode 4 of Regan's Ramblings. Now, for my ramble this week, I was going to keep it light-hearted, but recent events within the world of wrestling regarding social media, I thought I've got to talk about this, so here's my ramble. Right guys, bullying. Bullying is not cool in any way, shape or form, be it face-to-face or cyberbullying. This past week, a 22-year-old female Japanese wrestler called Hana Kimura took her own life due to cyberbullying. Now this does lead to the old, oh, she's a wrestler, why can't she, why can't she, just put up with it? She's used to being booed and cheered and getting grief from fans. Doesn't matter. Professional wrestlers are real people with personal lives, and everybody's got a different story. And as I said about mental health, everybody struggles. So why some spineless, cowardly, trolling assholes felt the need to torment this poor girl until she took her own life, it beggars belief, and it makes me hate this world. It really does. It's absolutely tragic that this sort of thing goes on. It really is, that we can't just be decent to each other. Everybody's experienced some form of bullying, whether it be name calling, being excluded from things, being assaulted. There's loads of different types of bullying: physical bullying, mental bullying, emotional bullying, and none of it is right. None of it. So why, as a race, do we still insist on doing this? Why do we feel it's okay to call people out on stuff that's none of our fucking business? I find it absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. I feel sorry for you, that you've got such a sad life where you have to do this to others, to bring others down. What do you get out of that? I mean, if there's any trolls who watch my show, please direct that at me. Okay, direct your grief and your insecurities and your inadequacies at me. Okay, so I can take it, but not everybody can. And you should be ashamed of yourselves. Anybody who bullies people, you should be ashamed. Your family should be ashamed. Now, a lot of people say bullies are people who have been bullied, or mentally abused, emotionally abused. And whereas I can say that I understand that, it doesn't excuse it. Your behaviour is not excused. Your past and the traumas that have happened to you in your past, I'm sorry they happened to you, they do not excuse your behaviour. So don't let anybody tell you any different. And that's for anybody out there who is currently being bullied. just know you've got people there who will support you, okay? If you're in school, talk to a teacher. Doesn't matter, you know, oh, you're grass. No, you're not a grass. You're telling the teacher about some little twat who makes other people feel like shit. So you're doing a service for people there. You're not a grass. Just remember, nobody can make you feel bad without you giving them your permission. Okay? So don't give them that permission. Rise above them, and soon they'll go away. And you are better than them. They've got these sad little lives, and you are amazing. Thank you. Hi guys, welcome to my guest ramble. This week I have got Joe Jones, better known as the professional wrestler in the Telford Shropshire area, Joe Black. He is also the co-host of the podcast Hatred Theory, which is available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and pretty much anywhere else podcasts are available. So give them a look. Not to mention, he is also the current reigning, kind of defending, APW champion. So we'll talk a little bit about that later. Well, Joe's got a subject that he wants to talk to us about. So we're going to jump over to him via the miracle and wizardry of Skype. Once again. Okay, guys, here we go. Jump to Joe.
How's it going?
Hello. That's good, mate. How are you?
I'm good. Did you like my intro? Very professional, I thought.
It's, do you know what? It made me like sound cool. Like
You're
all
cool.
Of... Stop it.
You're cool.
Stop. I'm actually blushing a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay,
Oh.
Joe.
Yes.
So, what did you want to ramble with me about?
So, I don't know what your take is, right? But you know, I feel like a lot of people these days, and I'm not trying to say that I can, but I mean I'm pretty good at it. Parking.
Okay.
Right? So, I went to go pick up my car. I parked my car across the road, right? In a co-op car park, and it's pretty much empty in the mornings, right? I leave it in a space, there's no one around me. But when I wake up, there's some geezer that parks side by side where the driver's side of my car is. He parks right there. You could have picked any. Am I allowed to swear on this show?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You could have picked any other fucking car like space, but you decided to be a dickhead and park right next to me. So like, and sometimes he's even in the car when I go and get into my car. Like, I go into the shop, get my lunch and stuff. I come back, and like legit, sometimes he's sitting there, just staring at his phone, and he sees me, and I have to like, you know, I'm not exactly a small lad. I can't like squeeze into.
Some people would say you were an absolute unit, Joe.
I mean, I don't like to brag, but I am a little bit of a unit. But like, I have to like carefully open my car to a point where it's like that far open and squeeze into my car, and this guy's laughing his ass off next to me. Like, pick another fucking car park, like
That must be
a
really
car
frustrating.
space. It's infuriating because it's like, what made you think it's a good idea to park there? Like, what is it about that spot that you love the most that you have like? You could have picked anywhere else, but that's the bit. That's the place where you want to be. Like, I don't understand.
No, I get how that could be really, really frustrating, and fair play to you for not actually saying anything about it yet. I mean, by the sound of you, I don't think that's going to be too long before you do.
I don't know. These days, mate, I figured out that doing my show, Hatred Theory, actually helps me get a lot of the anger out, so I don't want to inflict it on as many people, you know?
Okay.
I can inflict it on the world.
For those of you who don't know, Hatred Theory is a podcast with Joe and his friend Jack, where they basically talk about things that have wound them up, things that annoy them, and just things they just hate in general. I was on the show last week, and it was a lot of fun. Got a lot of things off my chest, and these guys like to have a good rant as well. So I definitely recommend you you look that up. Now, back to Joe and his issues with parking and other people's parking. Where else do you find where people can't park?
Streets.
Yeah,
Streets, man. It's you get like they park right outside a shop in a high street just to dash in and get something quickly.
yeah.
Like they run to the shop, but they leave it.
Car.
Yeah, but they park it in such a stupid way. Like they've got their back tires on the pavement, but then the front of their car is in the middle of the road. So they're on like a it is, but it's like I have to go out of my way to go around you and cause more stress to myself plus other drivers that are around, you know?
Mm.
And the moral of the story is just don't be a dick. If you can't drive, don't drive.
I hate the ones who, when in like supermarket car parks, when it's busy and they park next to you, they've got to park next to you, or you've got to park next to somebody, but they are so close to the white line.
Yes.
On one of the sides.
Yep.
And then the other person on the other side is a bit too close as well.
I get you. You ever see those bastards that they what do they do? They don't quite know how to park, so they think it's a good idea to they park on top of the white line.
Yeah.
So they're taking up 2 spaces, and I just don't get it, to be honest with you. I don't see why. Like, I feel like there should be a course, which I'm happy, and I'm pretty sure you'll be happy to do it as well. We can run a course and show you how to park properly.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
I am willing to go out of my way to help you guys because it again causes less strength for me, stress for me, less stress for you.
You see what this is doing to him. You see what this is doing to him. He can't even get his words out.
Like, I'm so angry. I'm infuriated.
I think you should save that for another show, Joe. Save that for another show.
Yeah. Which you will have to come on and help me out because there's a lot. I feel here's one. I've got one.
Go on then.
Right. It's not parking. It's driving in general.
All right.
When they're so far up your ass when you're driving.
Yeah, that's annoying. Do you give your brakes a little love tap?
I mean, I'm not partial to a bit of a love tap. You know what I mean? But every time I do, I get scared that I'm going to hit their car, and then I'm in shit. Do you know what I mean?
Well, no, if they go into the back of you, it's their fault. Remember that. You say you saw a squirrel or something in the road. I'll prove it.
That's the thing. Birds, they literally have a death wish.
Birds are suicidal. They really are.
Suicidal.
They are nuts.
Especially pheasants.
Yeah. I mean,
they don't want to move.
I know. Especially the male pheasant. He's there with his green head saying, yeah, you're not going to hit me. You're not going to hit me.
Do something about it. Do something. And then, like, I don't want to slow down because I want to keep going. Yeah. But I get scared because I don't want to dent my car. Plus, I don't want to kill a pheasant.
Mm-hmm. I hit a pigeon in my Jag. I think it was like about a year ago, and right. I don't know where it went. I found bits of it. I don't know where the rest of it
was it in your
in the grill?
In the grill?
Yeah, in the grill. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, but again, these they don't move.
It's not. You can't be called an animal killer because it's not your fault.
That's true. That's true.
You know, like, I don't know how to explain it. I feel like they've got like a bet going because they do the sweep down, the swoop.
Yeah.
They go from one side of the road and they go past that. Okay. I swear they got a bet with their mate and they're like, you watch. Whoever's closest to the car wins. It's like Nemo when he says, "I touched the butt." But yeah, okay. I don't understand it, man. I feel like going back to the people that are driving cars. I'm not saying it's old people because it's really not. Like, you do get some youngsters driving around in their little Vauxhall Corsas that think they're hard nuts, and they're little souped up. Yeah. They've got themselves a brand new exhaust in a bright white Vauxhall Corsa.
Yeah, it's on finance.
That's on finance. Yeah.
It's very much on finance, and they they chavving along. They don't drive them; they chav them, and it's a 1.1.
It's a 1.1,
It's just got the kit on it with the nice like double exhaust at the back.
With the little racing stripe going up the side.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. That's the one.
Those
And on the
guys
dad's
make me laugh.
insurance.
Yeah. Sometimes even with the L sticker on it.
Sometimes
They rev the car at the traffic lights trying to like start a race. It's like, I'm not being funny, mate, but number one, I don't think you can drive. Number two, my car would rinse your car. Your car would rinse my car. So they've got no chance.
now my new car wouldn't. My new car is very economical.
Yeah, it's still thinking faster than mine. What is yours?
Sorry.
What is yours? Like
Mine's a 1 litre EcoBoost.
Oh yeah, no, I think
It performs like a 1.8 though, so it's all right.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like
Very economical. Cost me 30 quid a year to tax.
Me too, actually. And now I think about it, very good tax.
Speaking of which, I'm actually wondering now when my tax is due, so I'm gonna have to check that when we get off here.
Yeah, you don't want to do it. I remember. I'm not going to say anything because it could get me in some trouble.
Oh, was it about your Michael Oscar Tango at one time?
Yeah, no.
Oh
No.
no, different time. Different time.
No, that for some reason took me a long time to figure out what that spelled. I was like,
Yeah.
and it all clicked together. No. I've never done that. But I remember, I'll just say it. I had to get my roommate to over the phone to pay my tax because I was driving all the way up to Wales, and halfway through I was like, "Oh fuck, I'm not taxed." And I saw a cop car go by me, and I was like, "Whoa, this is a dangerous game I'm playing right now." So like, I had to do it on the phone, like hands free, before anyone gives me shit.
Of course.
Okay, because don't be a numpty when you're driving, especially you youngsters, because
Absolutely.
you know, I'm gonna be normal here for a second. I'm not gonna be a character. But if you think you're a hard man for driving fast, you're a bigger dickhead than anybody else. That's true words. Because like I've known people that have gotten to. This has gone from ranting to an actual life lesson. I've seen people that think that they're the greatest drivers in the world and they've only just passed and crashed within days. And sometimes it can be. You don't know how bad a crash can be. It can be fatal, and you can put someone else in danger. Just if you're learning to drive, don't think you have to meet up and race round and be these guys that are hard and like all that. But just be sensible with your car.
Let's just say if you just pass and you want to be a dick with your car, go to Tesco's car park.
Yes.
I'll
happily
meet you
there
with all the other little bad. There we go. And all your little bad boy mates.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, if that's who you want to be, you're not going to amount to anything in life. Get it out there right now. If that's who you think if that's what you think you have to do to be cool, then you're a bigger moron in life than me. So,
no, that's cool. That's spot on.
Yeah.
Spot on. Right, Joe, little test for you now.
Go for it.
I didn't tell you about this, okay?
Yeah.
Hatred Theory Light. Today we are Hatred Theory Light. What's got on your tits this week?
So much. Okay, right.
Go on, give me one.
Okay, so customers, for some reason, think we're open. When there's a big ass sign at the front of our like depot saying that we're closed, and they still think it's a good idea to come in and come up to me and be like, I don't know why I'm rushing this. People come up to me and they go, sorry, are you open? No, there's a big ass sign saying we're closed. Like, learn to read it, right? Plus the car parking thing that happened to me literally this morning, and again, I studied my toe when I came through the door.
Oh,
yeah, I wanted to go down and cry, but I felt like I was too manly for it. So I was like, when you turn around, you're like, this you motherfucker, fucking, you want to? Oh God, studying your toe is honestly like getting kicked in the nuts.
Yeah.
It's emotional.
Watch my last episode. It's about men showing emotion.
Yeah, don't be scared to show emotion.
No.
Okay? You're not any less of a man if you don't show emotion.
I'm right.
That's true. I've cried. Regan's cried.
Yeah.
Me and you, we probably cried together over the notebook.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Fuck. Yeah, Joe and I have spent considerable time together. one of my fondest memories is lying down and spooning with Joe before an event in Dorley, lying down and spooning with Joe before an event in Shifnal, lying down and spooning with Joe in an airport in Italy. A lot of things we do.
We need to say the Italy thing quickly, right? So, me, Regan, and Chris, CJ Connors, if you don't know who he is, he's part of a really cool tag team, Connors and Black. Yeah, just saying. Me, Regan, and Chris, we went to ICW. I had a fantastic time over there.
Bergamo, Italy.
Yep, we all smashed our matches. It was Regan's debut, and he did absolutely fucking great. We had to do it. The trip was like, what, a 13-hour trip? It was kind of land.
It was 18 hours altogether.
18 hours. So as soon as we did our match, we waited to the end, and then they dropped us back off at the airport. Now, when you walk into the airport, it was like 6 o'clock in the morning.
No, it's 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock in the morning.
Open till 6.
Yeah, so we had to wait there, and we were shattered. Bear in mind, we just got our asses kicked for about 10, 15 minutes. You walk in there, and it was like a zombie apocalypse happened. It literally, it was just bodies everywhere. Everyone's sleeping, and it was terrifying. And
bloody cold as well.
Yeah. And it was... Yeah, because we could only find one spot. It was literally like, find a spot and kip, basically. Our spot was right in front of the door, so whenever someone walked in, it would open, and that big breeze came in. So every 5 minutes, when me and Regan were passed out and Chris was passed out, we'd wake straight back up again. And it was... I feel like now, I think I've spooned you more than I've spooned anyone in my life.
You like to be a little spoon, though.
I do like to be the little spoon.
You
when someone's bigger than you, you're just warm and safe. I think in an SWA Rumble, I'm pretty sure we spooned in that. I'm pretty sure I spooned you in a match.
No, that was just... Did you?
I'm pretty sure I did. I know I've spooned Chris in a match.
I know you spooned Chris. Yeah.
There's photo evidence of that.
I'm surprised you're not spooning Chris now. To be fair.
I mean, I do miss
COVID be damned.
Tears are running every time I think about it. But no, that was a good trip, man. There's
I loved it.
There's a lot of good memories, and hopefully we get to go back and do it soon. If you know what I mean, because I need to kick someone in the dick.
Yeah. Well, you could kick yourself in the dick. Everybody else does.
Yeah, we need to talk about that too. we need to stop kicking Joe in the dick, because honestly, there's only so much my ballsack can take.
All right, guys. So that's what we need to know. Should we stop kicking Joe in the dick? Let us know, and we'll answer it next week.
If you guys say no, you guys are assholes.
Yeah. Well, don't call. My viewers are not assholes.
Sorry, you guys are great.
That's better. Now, Joe, thank you very much for coming on. Thank you for your ramble.
Thank you for having me.
Would you like to give your show a plug?
I feel like I already have, but I'll go for it. So, I have a show on Spotify and Apple Podcasts called Hatred Theory. It's pretty much, we go on, we rant about things, we have a good time. We tell some great stories from what's happened in our past. My co-host is Jack Tilby. If you guys don't know who he is as a wrestler, his name is Ajax, very talented guy. And we also have producer Dan.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy. But yeah, no, the show's a lot of fun. We had Regan on, and hopefully we get to have Regan on very soon. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just go and find us. If you don't like us, then fair enough. If it's not your cup of tea,
it's definitely not safe for work.
There's swearing in it. So obviously, if you have children, just make sure they don't repeat what you say. Yeah.
All right, Joe. Do you have any final words of wisdom for my viewers?
With the coronavirus going around, obviously it can be a very lonely time. Obviously, I know that, and Regan knows that too. Don't feel like you're bugging anyone when you talk to them, because obviously if you're lonely, literally, I'm pretty sure they'll understand, and they'd rather hear from you. And I'm pretty sure they'd be happy to hear from you as well. So basically, the moral of the story is, if you're lonely, don't be afraid to talk to someone. Like, it's literally not a big deal. Talk to me if you want. Like, I've got nothing better to do. I'm pretty sure Regan's got nothing better to do either. We're all stuck inside, so we can all have a massive group chat on Facebook or something like that and get the memes going and all sorts. Just, hopefully it's all over soon so we can all go back outside, but just talk to everyone, because I know it's shit. Like, I hate it, but luckily I've got people like Regan and Chris and Twig and Jack and everyone to talk to, so it's all good. Keep your friends close, people.
Brilliant. Thanks, Joe.
Peace, homie.
It's time for Well That Made Me Lol. Basically, guys, what I do is every week I trawl through the internet and find half a dozen or so posts or memes that, really give me a chuckle. Here we go. God, I would literally rather see a swastika over somebody's fireplace than walk into a room that has these words on the wall. Really, seriously does my head in. Oh, God. I like the meme though, it's very cool. I do exactly the same thing. I fucking hate TikTok. So much. So much. But, hey, I don't have to use it. I don't have to watch it, so, meh. But seriously, if my child, their first with TikTok, out the window. In the bin. Up for adoption. Oh, that is a burn. Oh. He died in that fire. Jesus. It's right though, round is a shame. Yeah, I love that one. I think a lot of us have been there, guys. We have to act like it's great, and then, but in reality, she's ripped it to pieces, and you question your abilities to be a man, and you think it's never going to come back. As you look down at your battered, bruised best buddy, and she's like, "Oh, that was great. Oh, I love that." And you're like, "Yeah, lovely, thank you." Yeah, I have noticed I've got a bit of a one-track mind this week, but yeah, that is very, very true. Ladies' sex toys are aggressively intimidating. I mean, you got something that's like the size of a traffic cone that can pulsate, vibrate, spin round, do the washing up, and tell her she's pretty. What chance has your little guy got against that? Eh? What a chance. I mean, I think the sex toy industry has basically ruined men. Women aren't going to need us soon. It's that time. It's meant to be making me laugh, but that's... Anyway, moving on. I'm not saying anybody should try this, but you will have massive amount of respect and hell. If you can do it and prove it, and send me the image, the screenshot of it, I will big you up in my next show. So, like I said, I'm not encouraging, but I understand and I respect it. So go for it. Well, guys, it's time for this week's questions. Now, I asked for this week's questions from on social media to be requests for my top threes in any subject you can think of. So, because there's a lot to get through, I'm not going to put the individuals who've sent the questions in. I'm just going to put a screen at the end with a full list of contributors, okay? So, here we go. Right, okay, first we've got Pringle flavours. Now, my favourite flavour of Pringles is salt and vinegar. salt and vinegar, and salt and vinegar. Okay, I think it's the best one. I don't think you can get any better. N64 games, Star Wars Rogue Squadron, WWF, not E, No Mercy, and a little game called Blast Corps where you played like massive robots and you had to demolish things. It was amazing. Mega Drive games, old school. The first Streets of Rage, that's controversial because most people prefer the second one. Revenge of Shinobi, and Sonic the Hedgehog 2 because it was just the best of the series. Brands of bourbon. Now my bourbons are all over 40%, and none of them are Jack Daniels. So we've got Woodford Reserve, which is beautiful. Bullet, which is my my go-to, my cowboy whiskey, and then Wild Turkey because it's cheap. Super Nintendo games, and Super Nintendo is my favourite console of all time. I don't think there's ever been anything any better. So Super Nintendo games are Super Mario World, the original, the 96 level beast. The only person I know who's actually completed every single level is my mother. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time. Great game, lovely side-scrolling beat 'em up. I do love a side-scrolling beat 'em up. And then again another side-scroller, Konami's Sunset Riders. That was just amazing. I love cowboys. Then we've got what we got next. Disney or Universal rides. Okay, I went to Florida a few years ago, did all the parks. So my favourite rides, the Hulk, Pirates of the Caribbean because it's just great, and the Tower of Terror. Next one, let me have a look at this. Next one is 90s tracks. Okay, now I like rock music, so my favourite 90s tracks are November Rain by Guns N' Roses, Black Hole Sun by Soundgarden, Chris Cornell's got the most amazing voice, and Everlong by the Foo Fighters. Next, my questions are... Shut up. Next, top 3 is Walking Dead characters. We'll go for the TV show because I'm not a big reader of the comics. And again, some of these will be a bit controversial. My favourite characters are Negan, Beta, and Abraham, God rest him. Suck my nuts. That's the way to go down. Activities to do during lockdown have been drinking in the daytime, masturbating, and making this show. I've done a whole lot more than that, to be fair. Biscuits or biscuity snacks, chocolate digestives, my favourite. I love a penguin, haven't had one for a long time though, and I love Lotus biscuits because Biscoff, they're beautiful. Alcoholic beverages in the winter, so that would be bourbon, and bourbon. Non-fruit pizza toppings. Good old pepperoni. You can't beat pepperoni. Chorizo, or chorizo, if you're continental, or Jamie Oliver. I love that. It's just so tangy and spicy. Love it. And then I love spicy beef as well. So spicy beef, pepperoni, and chorizo, and pineapple. That's my favourite pizza. Next one down. Things to cook on a barbecue. Okay, I love cooking chicken, wings, thighs, breast, spatchcock, whole bird. Beautiful, as long as it's nicely marinated. It's amazing. Never poisoned anybody. I've never had complaints. I love cooking steak on the barbecue, and I love cooking burgers, handmade ones though, made by me. So they're not quite perfect. My own mix, my own blend. I love making lamb burgers as well. Lamb burgers go really nice on the barbecue. Historical figures I'd like to drink with. Henry VIII, just because it's Henry VIII. Alexander the Great, who is an inspirational general, conquered the modern world. Conquered the known world by the time he was 32. Elvis Presley, the man. What more could you want? Songs to sing in the shower. Right, okay. I like A Million Dreams from The Great Showman. Mr. Bojangles by Sammy Davis Jr. And She's Like the Wind from the Dirty Dancing soundtrack. Terrible. I've been asked for the top 3 places that I've travelled. That would be Tokyo. When I say travelled, I haven't travelled, I've been on holiday. Tokyo, just because it's Japan, I've always wanted to go. Florida, because of the experience, you know, the fun I had there going through all the Disney parks and stuff. That was a lifelong dream because I never went when I was a kid, and because of the fun people I met when I was there, Benidorm, believe it or not, I had a great time in Benidorm last year. Top 3 friends from Friends, none, because Friends is shit. And a controversial one asked by my friend Anthony, top 3 gays, and that would be Anthony, Jay, and Ross, and they should all know who they are if they watch this this video. So that's it for my top 3s, guys. I've actually really enjoyed that. I might do that again soon. So anything you want to ask me, send it in to regansramblings@gmail.com, and your question could be featured in a future episode of Regan's Ramblings. Thank you. Okay, guys, that brings Regan's Ramblings episode 4 to an end. Again, I enjoyed making it. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Again, I touched on a very sensitive subject to everybody this week in bullying. It really does. It is a sickening thought that there's people out there that get joy from the suffering of others, and it does need to stop, especially on social media. All I'd say to you about social media, before you post anything about somebody else, look for 3 things. Number 1, is it true? Number 2, is it necessary? Number 3, is it kind? Because if you don't have, is it kind, with one of these 2, then don't post it. Because it doesn't need to be posted. If you're trying to hate somebody who's wronged you, go to the proper authorities. Don't use social media. Not like that. That's not what it's for. So, true, necessary, kind. If it's none of them, don't bother. Speaking of social media, if you want to follow me on my social medias, I'd welcome that. Regan_pro_wrestler on Instagram. And then follow my YouTube channel, Regan's Ramblings. Leave comments, like, and subscribe. Give me a share. Tell your friends. You know, they might enjoy it. So until next time, guys, be safe and much love.